Hey YouTube, it's Arwen of Tarot by Arwen, and today I want to talk to you about combining tarot and magic. Using tarot for magic is pretty easy, and a lot of people do it, and I wanted to talk to you about my process and how I do it. I wanted to do a prosperity spell to bring more joy, more community, more money, more everything of what Earth is to me. So I flipped through my deck, and the deck I'm using is Lisa St. Croix's The St. Croix Tarot. And it's a really lovely deck. I don't use it nearly enough. So I just flipped through, and I grabbed 13 cards that kind of went, this will work. Thunk, I just thunked myself in the head. So let's talk a little bit about each card and why I'm going to choose or not choose one. First up is the Page of Pentacles. And I like this because this page is taking a picture of their work, they're documenting their work, they're learning. But it's not speaking to me. I don't want to learn about prosperity. I want to earn, create, make prosperity. So the Two of Pentacles actually works for me. This is a reminder to not overemphasize work or overemphasize play. Balance it out. Good information when you're creating a spell. Now, interestingly enough, the Queen of Wands really yelled at me. And I'm going to use her because she's a woman of action. She's a woman of passion. And this is about my passion. This is about me creating my life by doing what I'm passionate about. And that's what I'm working towards. The Magician, a good card. And I like that he's using tarot cards because that's, of course, one of my mediums. But I'm not going to choose him. He isn't creating for me what I need. His emphasis is I will. And while that's really good, I want to be a little more fluid right now. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, I really like, and I'll show you why I like this card. It's because of another card, but I'm going to use this because this is about success and nature's abundances in our life. Let me go to the card about why I chose that. Because I love her Ace of Pentacles. That is in my spell work for sure. Because it's about growth. And this sunflower, the beginning of the sunflowers goes to here. And then we've got the sun on the queen. So that's a nice threesome right there. Generally, I like to stick to threes, maybe sevens. But I've got four down, so we're going to kind of look. I thought about using the Seven of Swords reversal. I'm not a reversal person, but today I've had two cards come up reversal in some work I'm doing. So we'll talk about that in another video. But this was to prevent theft, specifically. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to put that thought of negativity into my spell work. The Six of Pentacles called to me, but I'm not going to use it either. It's a card of generosity and giving and getting. I like the concept, but it's not working for what I want the spell to do. The King of Pentacles, however, really works for me. I may sit him on this. And what I like about him is that he and his queen are being generous with one another. They're sharing. There's abundance. Even the monkey is there and healthy. There's food. Lots of wealth and abundance. And this is something I want for my husband and I. So I'm going to bring him in as part of this work. Then I got the Eight of Pentacles. It kind of amused me. I'm not going to use it. I just made this decision literally as I'm looking at the card again. And it's the Beaver and the Eight of Pentacles, the Beaver doing the work. And that's a good one for me. I always do the work, y'all. I am always working at it, trying to make things happen. Now, I've got 3 cards left. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards chosen. Kind of wavering on that Two of Pentacles. We'll see. The next card up is that Queen of Pentacles. And I like this because she has abundance, she has her attendants. But I'm going to leave the King rather than the Queen. I'm going to go for the culmination, the end of the Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. That one's a big one for me, and I really like this one because I don't have any major arcana in here yet, so I want at least one. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about opportunity and chances and bringing stuff to me. And then the last one is the fabulous 10 of Pentacles. And that's all about everybody's joy and community abundance and everybody getting what they want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're going to use these, or I'm going to use these in my spell. What I'll be doing with these is, as I do my meditation, I'm going to be working on each one, calling in the energy of that card into my spell. I have 2 candles. One, wish you could smell it. It's a prosperity candle. It's from Lucky Mojo Candles. The other is, and I don't know if you can see back here, I've got a crystal stack that I put back here, and that's going to be important. I'm going to use my knob candle. I'm going to use my Dewdrop Essentials oil, and that's the sample of Money Come to Me. And I'm going to anoint this. Now, I'm going to anoint this pretty specifically. I'm going to do one knob at a time and do my work. I have 7 cards. I have 7 knobs. As I meditate on the first card, I will be putting that oil and that energy into that card. So part of what I'm going to do is order the cards, decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which card goes where, in which order. See what I'm doing? And anointing with this. I may also anoint with a different oil. This is a prosperity candle that I will also anoint, and it will burn in conjunction with these. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to bring this up here, is my 4 crystal stacks. Now, you'll see I've just stacked them on each other. It's just a quartz crystal. I've had this quartz crystal, y'all, since, gosh, easily the early 80s. She's gone with me many, many places. Here's one of her sisters. And this is actually a triple. If you can see that. It's actually more than a triple. There's a 4th hidden face. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge to those of you who know what I'm talking about. Then this point. And then this tiny point. Now, in my work, I use rocks a lot. I use crystals. And what I do is I'm charging them up. These will be the 4, or if you will, 4 and 3, the 7, will be in combination with those 7 cards. So, you'll see I have a lot of crystals back here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Let me see if I can get this to stack back up. Sometimes they're a little fussy with me. I have to remember how, to heck with you. I'm not going to mess with it right now because you're not playing. But I want to show you something else that I use a lot. Just raw white milk quartz, right? I have, in fact, a bag of this stuff. You can get this at rock stores cheap. You can get it, sometimes aquarium stores sell them. I actually recommend aquariums and fish stores for raw rose quartz because they get it in bulk and then they sell it pretty cheaply. It is a secret that I'm now telling you. But you see, I have quartz crystal everywhere, guys. So what I'm going to do is craft, meditate, work on this spell. Now, I'm not going to tell you the particulars about what words I use, what time of day, what days I do it, because that's all stuff you can learn. And it's really personal to each witch. It's what works for you. I have a quartz crystal necklace on right now, and that's to help. But when I think about quartz crystals and this sort of is battery work, I have some tiny, 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 tiny crystals, like not even the length of my fingernail and very narrow. I'll probably use at least one of those, if not a couple, in this charging and put those in my wallet. See if my husband will put it in his wallet. Sorry, the cat's knocking things down. He may or may not. This isn't his shtick. So sometimes we'll talk about living with a non-magical partner. That can be a challenge sometimes. But when you're doing your work, focus on the cards you choose. Even if you just choose one card, maybe 7 cards is Oh God, Arwen, overwhelming. And that's fine. That's fine. Do what speaks to you. You know, I don't know if you can hear Keese over here. She's speaking to me. Is there anything else you'd like to say? No? Okay. Um, but tarot and magic is a natural. The cards are images that we can use in our meditation. You can enter into the cards. You can put yourself in this card and dance with the others and celebrate your abundance. Remember, you want your magic, well, the way I do my magic is to make it positive, make it now. You don't want to say, I want money coming to me, or I don't want to be poor anymore. You say, I'm wealthy beyond description. I am abundant in all the things that I need, you know, and maybe not even all the things you need. You don't want to limit universe, you know. Universe blesses me on a daily basis with abundance. That's a good one. But notice I don't say, I want the universe to bless me, or the universe is going to bless me. I say, universe blesses me every day with everything that I need. I'm putting it in the now. That's a super important thing about, ow, cats who bite you. Kisa's here, and one of her favorite things to do, if you're not petting her, is to bite you. And it's not even a hard bite. It's like a little, come love me. But this is Kisa. She's often here. Thank you for the little kiss, girlfriend. Now I've got her in my mouth, and I'm going to sound like I'm talking through cat tongue because I actually am. She likes my lipstick, or thinks I shouldn't wear it. Maybe she's secretly Pentecostal. I don't know. But talk your magic out. Talk your spells out. Do your work. Spell work isn't something you just jump in the circle and hit it. You need to consider what you're putting in. You know, I need to consider, am I going to burn cinnamon with this? Am I going to burn Bayou Witch's abundance incense? Am I going to burn, you know, something that I got from Lady Jane's Bewitchery? What am I going to use for my work? I have tie-dye Bridget Witch, tie-dye witch Bridget, I don't know, tie-dye Bridget, honey, I don't know your channel name offhand. I'll link to Lady Jane and tie-dye in the bottom. But, you know, am I going to use some of her fabulous stuff that she sent me when I ordered a spell kit from her? What am I going to use? And then I do my work. Do I do my spell work in a circle? Depends on the work. I'll just leave it at that. You know, is this a good time to do a money increasing spell? Generally, I like to do money increases from new moon to full. I'll do on the back side of the full moon to, wanes? I'm going to change up how I do it, you know, and that might be what I would call negative in terms of I am growing. I can't even think, y'all. I'm not doing that really well. I should probably edit that out because it makes me sound like an idiot, but I'd rather be authentic than edited. You know, but there are times to do your spell work. Learn the moon cycles if that's important to you, and I think it should be. You know, nature has cycles, so learn what day is best for spell work. Are Thursdays better than Fridays for prosperity spells? What about Mondays? You know, look at the charts out there. There's so much information out there. You can just grab a Scott Cunningham book and learn tons. You know, people poo-poo Scott, but you're missing a lot of good information. I'll just leave it at that. And I'm going to leave it at this. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on. And get a reading from Tarot by Arwen. That's part of my prosperity work. Y'all take care, and let me know what you think in the comments. I do want to hear what you say. Negative or positive. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So I appreciate anyone who takes the time to do a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a positive comment, a not positive comment, a share. It's all good. Again, I'm Arwen of Tarot by Arwen. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on.